So, welcome to the British Business Podcast. Today we're filming at the Business Revival Show here at the XL in London. I'm delighted to have with me today Mike B.
And thank you so much for having me on the show, Stuart.
Mike, you're very, very welcome. Good to see you.
You too.
So, Mike, now your business is called Big Box.
It is indeed.
Okay, so tell us all about Big Box.
I will. At Big Box, we essentially help businesses make a great first impression.
Okay.
Sounds a little bit strange.
No, really important.
Definitely.
Our first impression is everything. Yeah.
Same today. We've walked into the studio together. We've dressed appropriately.
Yep.
We've given great eye contact. We've shaken hands, haven't we?
Yes.
Yeah? Great first impressions. Businesses need to understand that people also make that judgment when looking at your marketing materials,
Yes.
your branding, and how you portray your company. And that's what we help businesses do.
So I often call that, Mike, a bit of due diligence.
I'd say so.
Yeah. So in other words, you've made a connection with somebody. You think there's a prospect for an opportunity to do some business together. You're going to go and do some research.
Of course you are. You're going to look on their website. You're going to look on their social media. You're going to have a look at their brochures, their leaflets, all of that kind of stuff. And that's where the meat of it is for us. We will help businesses with their branding, their logo, their brochures, their marketing materials in general.
Okay.
We'll help them. We don't build the website necessarily, but we'll help the website flow and give that great first impression to help essentially businesses grow. Yeah. That's through obviously making more sales,
Yep.
through having really effective branding, marketing material, and again, making that really great first impression.
Yeah, fantastic. How did you get into the industry, Mike? What was your background?
Actually started in publishing. So
Okay.
I helped launch a magazine called Cornwall Living
Yes.
about 12 years ago, part of the 11 Media Group. It's still running today.
Yep.
Loved it, absolutely loved it. I was their production manager for a number of years. And then I actually moved into the out-of-home scene. So
Okay.
billboards, signage.
Okay.
And again, we started Big Box 5.5 years ago. Myself and my two colleagues and business partners, Spencer Woods and Alec Yeoman.
Yeah.
We all went to school together, which is a bit of an interesting story.
Okay. So you're friends as well as business colleagues?
We are. We've known each other for a number of years. I mean, Spencer and Alec have known each other since they were like 7 years old.
Yeah.
And I met them when we were about 10.
In the business world, that's a challenging dynamic, isn't it? You know, because it's
They
often
say, don't
said,
they?
avoid family and friends.
Exactly, yeah.
You
We
know,
kind
never
of buck
bring
the
them
trend.
never bring them into the workplace. But
Exactly.
obviously you've done that.
We have, and it works. It won't work for everybody at all.
No.
But we love the fact that we all know each other so well. We know each other's ideas. We know each other's strengths and weaknesses, and we fill in the gaps with each other's skills and the way in which we work. And actually, our clients love that. They love the passion that we put towards the projects that we work on. We all bring different ideas to the table, but because we know each other so well, they're succinct.
Yeah, and I heard earlier, please share this with the viewers, that you're working on a couple of really sizable projects, aren't you?
We are, we're working with a number of different companies in the nuclear sector, and sort of part of the Sizewell Consortium, and we also work a lot with some companies that are in charge of some big national government projects and infrastructure, which is really amazing. But we've got companies all over the world working with us. We might be based in sunny Cornwall, but we can work anywhere.
Hey, there's a worse place to work, isn't there? Eh?
There certainly is,
Goodness
as you know.
Yeah, fantastic. So tell me about billboards then, because that's going through a transformation as well, isn't it?
It is, and actually, I mean, in the world that we live in, which is very digital-led now, you think billboards, that's been around since the Roman times.
On the side of a house.
Exactly. How relevant is that still? And we're actually finding it extremely relevant still, actually. A lot of our clients understand the need to cover the whole marketing mix when they're planning their marketing. And billboards are another touch point. So what I mean by that is they say in research it takes 7 touch points with your potential customer of them seeing your company advertised to then make a purchasing decision or a decision to contact you or to like your page or something like that. A billboard is just another medium to get your brand out there. And we've got a huge demand for our space that we have. And we cover the whole of the southwest with billboard sites from Houston all the way up as far as Bristol.
Fantastic.
And it's only getting busier since COVID, would you believe?
Yeah. And what about that digital transformation now as well?
Well, this is the thing. I think with outdoor advertising, you can actually link people very nicely to your digital kind of offering. So through COVID, obviously, we all got used to using QR codes more readily. Text numbers and things like that are also very useful. So customers are very used to scanning things now, and obviously linking them through to websites or videos and things like that. And actually, that tends to work brilliantly on out-of-home advert. And actually, as a design agency as well, we've spent a lot of time designing that kind of material for companies. It's a great success. And I can only ever see billboard advertising growing and growing and growing, especially in the Southwest over the next few years.
So what about the name then, Big Box? How did that come around?
It's memorable, isn't it?
Yeah, well, it certainly is, yeah.
And actually, I think when it comes to, the way in which we came up with the name, we wanted something that was very few syllables, that was easy to remember, that people could relate to. And ultimately, especially from the billboard side of things, we put things on big boxes. Essentially, that's what billboards are.
Yeah, exactly.
And in regards to, obviously, the design side, we do everything in the box when it comes to graphic design. So everything that you need in your toolkit or your box, we can achieve.
I can see it.
That's kind of where the name came from.
Yeah, fantastic. Okay. Well, look, Mike, thank you so much for coming on the show today. I think what you've shown our listeners and our viewers is that you've got the full Big Box solution.
Indeed.
Yep. Dare I call it as a marketing solution? Am I allowed to say that?
We can dabble in that side of it. We work with a lot of people that can help us for sure. Yeah,
well done, mate. And very much about that first impression. So you help a business get ready.
And make a great first impression.
Yeah, fantastic. Mike, thank you so much. I've really enjoyed our conversation today. So guys, thank you very much for listening today. That's us here at the Business Revival Show in London. And I'll see you next time on the British Business Podcast. Thank you.